What's up, guys? Welcome to a Berachain Mega Space. Trying to make this thing happen every Saturday, or perhaps every other Saturday, depending on the availability of some teams. But yeah, welcome to another edition of Crypto World Radio. My name is Wabi, and today we're going to be speaking with people that are enthusiastic on Berachain and also building on Berachain and are more knowledgeable on Berachain than myself. Um, for those of you who don't know, Berachain is going to be built on Tendermint, and it's kind of a cool concept. It's sort of like bringing in the GameFi elements of Harmony with a lot of like their DeFi UIs that they're going to come out with, and also liquidity aspects such as what Thorchain brought into the industry. So, without further ado, I guess we'll start off with Hibernation. What's going on, Hibernation? Tell us a little bit about what you guys are building on Berachain and how that came to happen. And then after Hibernation, we'll go over to Honeypool and then Nap.
So Hibernation is a few things. It's a complex strategy engine and yield optimizer with customized vaults. It kind of started as like an in-house project around originally it was about a year and a half ago when Toon Finance launched, and some boys that we knew over at Chainlink at the time had built us our own like in-house auto compounder called Crack Farm that we were using at the time. And so we've been adapting it and using it for other protocols for our own purposes for the past like year and a half. And then once we got to read like the official like technical documents of Berachain and got to know Smokey and the boys, they definitely said they wanted something like Crack Rocks for their chain. So we were like, all right, let's adapt. We'll change. We'll get some vaults made. We'll work with other protocols that are building on Bera and get some specialized vaults. Do whatever. Currently, the protocol's done, ready to launch, ready for testnet, just waiting. So in the meantime, we launched the masks, the Hibernation Masks NFT, which was it's sort of like Unisocks built on the bonding curve. You'll buy the NFT, can redeem for the actual mask, which the masks look fucking dope IRL. We haven't showed anybody pictures yet, but we'll probably drop some soon. I think we're bringing some to Japan with us for ETH Global. And then that's pretty much it right now. We're chilling, waiting for testnet.
What's
Honeypool. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, what's the time frame for the testnet you guys are thinking right
now? It's really hard to say. I mean, none of us can say because we're not official Berachain team. I spoke to Smokey a bunch when I was in Denver recently. It's coming pretty soon, but he would never give me an exact date. So just be on the lookout.
Will do. And then, sorry, yeah, go ahead, Bobby.
Yeah, I was gonna pass it over to Honeypool. What's going on?
Yeah, what's up? Honeypool here. So the way we work, we're no loss lottery. You guys probably already know how Pool Together worked with Olympus. This is pretty much bringing that into Berachain. You guys could earn a stable yield through our back end, and then also earn a bigger deposit on the lottery at certain epochs. So that's pretty much what we're trying to bring on Berachain, so you guys can have like a no loss saving deposit, pretty much. And then we're also working with other partners like Hibernation and Stacking Salmon to basically use us as a strategy that they could most likely use. So, the more TVL that goes through us, then the bigger the rewards will be for everyone that's in the pool. And pretty much we're gonna have our own governance token where you guys could pretty much vote what pools you guys want. Like, oh, we need to introduce like Frax pool or USDC pool, or start introducing LPs later down the line. Then you know through the community and governance that could be voted on. But at the restart, we're gonna have stable pools pretty much, and then through governance, we can vote on volatile assets and start moving from there. But we pretty much want to just be the biggest USDC pool that would reward you guys, or Bera or Honey, that would reward you guys at a no loss, pretty much on your asset.
All right, now we'll kick it over to Napzilla. Napzilla, what's going on, brother? Tell us everything that you boys are working on, man. Glad to have you up here, brother. I think I've seen you on our previous Beraspaces. Good to have you up, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the invite again. So I'm representing Beraland. We got him in here as a listener. Yeah, Beraland is building the unofficial community and hub for all things Bera. So we're not really building, anything technical like these other guys up here. But as some of you may have seen over the past few days and weeks, we've been adding projects right into our Discord. So we're kind of becoming their official Discord. And, it's not for everyone, certainly. There's plenty of projects that have their own standalone Discords. And, we'd like to bring them in as much as we can. But what we're really looking for is just one place for everyone to join and just the community come together and have an opportunity to talk to all the different teams, all the different devs, everyone, just to give them a better place to ask questions and figure out information. Because I think we all know that when information's split amongst 50 different Discords, it's kind of a pain for some people to figure things out and know who to talk to. So we're trying to bring everyone together. And yeah, we're working with the Honey Jar, Bera Market, Bera Nouns, well, Bera Names soon. But yeah, we got everyone and Baby Bera, and we're looking forward to bringing in more teams who we believe can get a lot of value out of our ecosystem. We've got a bunch of different users in there, people who are interested in, some of the earlier projects, like the Honey Jar brought a lot of people into our Discord. And, we have that community now. We have a bunch of people, and they're looking to get into more things Bera, and the more people, the better. So that's what we're working on.
Sweet, man. Do you have a Discord
Bera
link
family.
we could pin up at the top? Do you have
Yeah, I think Zero's on our Bearland account right now. If you want to post it in the comments or something, and we can
yeah, I'll put it up in the nest so
get
we
that.
can get some people in there. But
Sweet.
Sorry, go ahead, Wabi.
Yeah, I was just gonna kick it off over to Bera Markets, man.
Word.
It's pretty cool what Beraland is doing, man. Building the Bera family. That's pretty dope, brother. And that's what it's all about, man. You can have the greatest tech, the greatest UI, but if the community is dead and boring and not fun, it's not really gonna go anywhere, man. So
yeah, you guys should
Facts,
most
man.
definitely join the Bearland Discord, because it's real hard to find information for stuff without at least going there first. I know
Yeah, shout out to
Hibernation,
Bearland.
Honey Pool, Stacking Salmon, like we all have like our own little channels in there that we post like announcements or whatever info from. And I feel like that's just like, it's a nice hub for sure. Enjoy it.
I want to ask
Thanks,
you guys a
Beb.
question before we kick it off over to Bera Markets. Do you guys think it's a waste of time for some of these proposals on Cosmos to be wasting so much Atom to fund things like what Bearland is doing? I know they're not funding Bearland, but I'm saying like there are some proposals in the past that have used some delegated Atom to support like a freaking Discord channel. I wanted to know your guys' thoughts on that, because to me it seems like, oh, hey, give us some money and we can do something that we can conjure up in 10 minutes. You guys have done an amazing job, and it's relatively unknown, and you guys aren't out here making proposals like, hey, fund us, give us your money, please.
Yeah, so Berachain itself, right, is built on Cosmos. I think it's going to take over the entire Cosmos ecosystem. Right now, I don't know shit over there that's like doing anything that's like worth my time to pay fucking attention to. Like Evmos was trash. That was like the last
They
thing
really
I
dropped the
heard
ball
of.
on that one. They truly dropped the ball on that
Yeah,
one.
it was just
Like,
not good, dude.
The
Like
what?
I
like
remember,
maybe a Kosh would be the only one I
Kanto,
would
dude.
kind of touch over
Kanto's
there.
pretty cool.
But Canto too.
Kanto picked up
Shout out Brent. Shout out
yeah,
Brent.
shout out Brent and Scott.
Brent's
Yeah.
Yeah, Kanto's the only one that I've seen that even comes close to y'all. But you guys are killing it, man. And I definitely think that you're going to take over the Cosmos ecosystem because there's really no one, there's no one else like who even, community is such a big thing. Because, I mean, how else are you going to onboard people if no one knows who you are, if you have no presence like within Twitter or CT? You guys are everywhere.
Cool. I guess we can pass it over to Bear Markets NFT. What's going on, guys? What are you guys doing?
Hey, what's up, guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. Man.
Perfect, man. It's good to finally have you up here, brother.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, Twitter's been rugging me. I had to reinstall the app, and it seemed to solve the issue. But how's everybody doing today?
Doing great, man.
Yeah, we're
How about
doing
yourself?
pretty good, man.
Good. I know I'm here to talk about Bear Market, but I also want to shout out Bearlands. Like, they have less than 3,000 followers on Twitter, and that's a travesty. So if you're not following them yet, please go follow them, because like following them, you're going to be able to tap into most of the Bera projects that are taken off. We're going to be putting our home operations there as well, opening up a Discord channel. So please follow them on Twitter for sure. Check out their Discord.
Yeah, I'll put I'll put their pinned tweet.
Yeah, they have like 15. They have like 1,500 followers on Twitter, which like they deserve way more than that. So
yeah.
We got more bears than that, bro. Like, for real.
Yeah. But anyway, to speak to Bear Market, to give you guys like the 100-foot view, we recognize that like Berachain taking off, like when the chain launches, there's going to be a lot of different projects that are launching NFT mints. And then at the same time, we see that there's an issue with NFTs in general, with like lacking intrinsic value. So you get like a lot of froth, and it's just basically like a fundraising method without much intrinsic value for a lot of different NFT projects. So you get like a lot of froth with NFT mints. You get like the first couple handfuls of people that mint, the cash out, and then maybe there's like some hype for a couple months. And then eventually a bear market hits, no pun intended, or, just the hype dies down, and then all the liquidity just goes out of the NFT collection. And you end up having like a floor on OpenSea of 0.4 ETH or whatever it is, but no bids at all, and the collection just sort of dies. And we see that with
and then the dev takes
all sorts of NFT collections. Yeah. Then everybody gets depressed, takes a mental health break, says that the project rugged them or whatever. A lot of times these NFT founders, like, they try their best. A lot of times they invest a lot in the project. They hire devs, and it just doesn't matter, because the NFT project, like, because there's no bidders, people don't really care if you're like developing or still trying to work or whatever, and people think you rugged. And we see that with all sorts of different collections, even a lot of these blue chip or supposed blue chip NFT collections. They'll come in and have tons of hype even for like 6-12 months, and then basically die off. Like we see that with like Doodles and all sorts of other collections that are
so many.
Yeah, exactly. So the 100-foot view for us is we see this lack of intrinsic value in NFTs. And
sorry about that, guys. That was not me. I'm not sure what happened. Sorry, brother.
I accidentally muted everyone. I fat fingered. My bad, boys.
Okay. So what we see is the issue is this lack of intrinsic value with NFT collections. And so the 100-foot view is that we're working with 2 developers who are like kind of the gigabrains behind range bound stability with Olympus DAO. Some of you may or may not have heard of that, but Olympus DAO has a system that's creating stability for their own token. And we're working with Indigo and Fully Allocated, the 2 kind of chads behind that system. And they've gotten really excited about this concept of a Bera bound stability, or a Bera market maker. Which is basically just a mint standard that creates a reserve. When the mint is created, the creator gets to set a reserve, which backs the collection with intrinsic value. So you get to offer to your minters, to your collectors, hey, we're going to set an 80% backed value or a 90% backed value, or whatever you as a creator want to set as the backed value for that collection. And then when the mint happens, the funds go into that reserve. and fees from organic activity on the collection circle back into that reserve. So you could think of it as like perpetual price floor liquidity, or if you're familiar with Olympus DAO, think of it as like the Olympus DAO model on an NFT collection level. So you have a risk-free backed value behind your NFT directly after you mint. So if you get regret the day after, you can sell it to the reserve and get 80% of your funds back. It's basically programmed to for that reserve to always be going up through a yield-bearing vault standard, through fee accrual, and a few other mechanisms that ensure that that reserve value will continue to go up, and the reserve will act as a buyer of last resort should organic activity deplete from the collection. So it's a way of guaranteeing to your collection, to your collectors, intrinsic value, which we feel is really lacking in the NFT space. So Indigo and Foley are working on that mechanism as we speak, and we're really, really excited about it. And that's the 100-foot view. The 10,000-foot view, we're going to launch with that mechanism in NFT Mint. We're going to recruit different Bera projects that are launching their own mints to use this standard, because we feel that, on a new chain, there's going to be a lot of froth, a lot of people launching mints and stuff. It's hard to ascertain who to trust. It's hard to ascertain what are the scams and what are not. And so this is a way of establishing trust out the gate, where you can just go ahead and establish trust with your collectors and say, look, we're using this mint standard with Bera Market. There's going to be this intrinsic value to the NFTs. You have a money back guarantee. The reserve is going to act as this market maker for you. And then the bigger picture view is we're going to basically try to create a home for NFTFi on Berachain. So we want to network with different NFTFi projects, and we've already met with a few that are really exciting. We want those NFTFi projects to be embedded on our platform. And we also want to aggregate L1 marketplaces like OpenSea and LooksRare and the like, and also aggregate Bera NFTs. So using an indexer on the Berachain side and on the L1 side, have kind of an aggregated experience, a one-stop shop, so to speak, for Beras to go and participate in NFT transactions, to be able to bridge from L1 to Berachain, and to be able to experience an aggregated experience for Berachain NFTFi. So I know that was a lot to take in, kind of long-winded, but that's kind of the general overview of what we're working on.
All right, let's go. If you guys are enjoying this space, feel free to retweet it and tag any Berachain projects that you feel should be in the space. We'd be more than happy to feature them. And really excited for what you guys are doing, bridging both NFTs and also DeFi, now known as NFTFi, as people like to phrase it now. So for our next topic, I forgot the individual who's going to be representing Stacking Salmon. Nap, is that
That's
you as
me.
well, brother?
That's
Oh, okay.
me.
Hi, Berachain. Pardon
Yeah,
me, brother. Pardon me, man.
you're
So,
good. You're good.
yeah, man, feel free to tell us, like you can go into the technical and non-technical. Feel free to tell us what Stacking Salmon is all about. I myself, I'm a fan of salmon. Makes me feel good and strong.
Yo, I
I
fucking
had
love salmon, dude.
I
So
had
good.
yeah, man, salmon with tomatoes and peppers
Oh
and
yeah.
quinoa with some sweet chili sauce. Really gets you going, man. So go ahead, brother. Stage is all yours.
I just want to say, like, off rip, Memetics, is that you? I didn't really know much about Bear Market, but other than like I knew it was going to be like a NFT-fi stuff on Berachain, but now knowing all this other stuff, it sounds super sick.
Yeah, it's me, man. How are you?
Good, it's Bob. I don't know. We haven't talked in like a minute, dude.
How you, Little Bob Ross, or?
Yeah.
Nice.
The Bob Ross? ER?
Yeah, man.
It's the Bob. Oh man.
Yes,
Where's Unk, man? We're waiting for Unk, bro.
No idea.
We're waiting for Unk and Bear Nouns. But yeah, in the meantime, if you guys are enjoying the space, just a little bit of a reminder. My name is Wabi. I host these spaces throughout the week, and we feature a multitude of projects, devs, founders, people from VC. So if you like this conversation, feel free to follow us here at Because Bitcoin and turn on bell notifications. And if you guys are enjoying the Berachain content, feel free to follow all of our guests here on the panel. And I see we have some people from the Cosmos ecosystem. I see we have Stakecito, which is a validator. They're pretty well known. So if you want to come up here and join the conversation, feel free to do so. Same thing with anyone else that is curious about learning all things Berachain. Feel free to come up and give your statements, ask your questions. This is pretty rare to have a multitude of products building on top of Berachain and some well-informed community members as well. You don't really see this often, so feel free to share all that stuff.
100%. This hasn't happened for like since like December, I think. December we did a Spaces where we had like 15 projects that we're building on Berachain together in one space, just talking, and it was like a 2-hour space where we like explained everything. And then got put on the Bera podcast and like edited up so it looked all nice and sounded all good. But like since then, I don't remember another time where we've done like a Spaces with like at least this many projects building on Bera.
Awesome.
So like it's pretty sick that you wanted to get a bunch of people together and do this.
Yeah, man. Like I said, this reminds me of like early stage Thorchain. Soon after it launched on the Binance DEX, if people even remember that, Thorchain was one of the first products to launch on the DEX. And like, man, if you guys remember, the volume on that DEX was pretty bad, pretty horrific. But yeah, man, and also some of the dApps that are being built on Berachain, it has that cool sort of next gen version of DeFi Kingdoms where it's like interactive and all that stuff. And I think that's like something that's gonna be seen throughout this current
There's
market.
a lot of really sick dApps already.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because
the honey jar dApp looks fucking awesome. Hibernation dApp looks great, though I can't share the actual link to go look at it. Honeypool's completely done. Their UI looks sweet. Stacking Salmon's UI is dope. All these dApps are gonna look fucking sick.
Yeah, man, for sure, dude. So feel free to tell us about what you guys are building over at Stacking Salmon, man. Would love to hear.
So Stacking Salmon originally started as a both Stacking Salmon and Honeypool are run by the same team, which is me, Sleepy Nico, who's on the Honeypool account, and then our main dev Vash, and then our secondary dev Herp. But Stacking Salmon originally was like the brainchild of our lead dev Vash, who made this sweet decentralized lending protocol on I think it was Optimism.
Yeah, it was Optimism. We did Optimism, and then we were thinking of migrating it to Arbitrum. But then we started hearing about, we need something on Berachain similar to this. So we basically migrated the whole platform to Berachain. So we have our lending platform, and then we have our no loss lottery savings platform.
Yep. So it used to be this decentralized lending protocol on Optimism that was like the UI was super nice. It was great. It worked really well, but like it just didn't get a lot of volume or like people even like noticing it. So when the dev was like asking me for work, like and like what he could help on or whatever some months ago, the idea was just like, dude, like this was really sick. Let's move it somewhere where it'll gain so much attention. Because like the degens that exist in Berachain would use the fuck out of shit like this. Like we wanted to use the fuck out of it, but nobody else was because it wasn't getting enough eyes. So it just made sense to port over there. But the basic gist for Stacking Salmon is it's a decentralized lending protocol where the users can participate as lenders and borrowers in isolated lending pools. And you can do leverage yield farms. There's so much. I'm not the technical guy, but it's gonna be fun.
So, what do you think would be the killer DApp to unite everybody, sort of like what Harmony had with DeFi Kingdoms, and I know AVAX had, of course,
Time.
yeah, and Trader Joe as well. So, like, if you want to get technical here, what do you think Berachain needs to separate itself from everything else that has already been over the previous cycle?
You covered your mic there at the end.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, man. My hands are massive.
Fat fingers.
But yeah, man, that's something
That's like
that I'm interested in.
a deep question that I feel like could help from conversation of all of us together. But for me, it's like I've done all this like stuff in DeFi on other chains and like used other dApps and like experienced other ecosystems. But like I'm doing it with all these boys from Bera anyway for like the past however long. So like if somebody builds stuff tailored to us and like tailored to our ecosystem and like our group of friends and like our family that we've built, like there's no reason that none of us would not use it. And like the support that's there is like absolutely insane. Like the projects that are already partnering with Berachain as a whole are like already established motherfuckers in this space, like Synapse, CrocSwap. Like it just goes crazy the amount of actual Redacted, Olympus, like that's all stuff that we like know already and like have been around for however long.
So you
And
would say it's like,
if the rumors are true, there's going to be a credit card where you can just like use it like a debit card connected to Honey. So
I
So a
can
bear
definitely
card.
tell you that rumor is 100% true, but like don't quote me.
So it's
like,
gonna be called the bear
that
card.
to me is like a big bridge for adoption. Like that's huge.
Yeah. So wait. So you're gonna spend Honey on this? You can only spend Honey on the credit card.
Yeah. So you have
Yeah.
you can get a like basically a credit card and like go buy your groceries with Honey.
And then like, what's the reward for using the card?
I have no idea.
It's just easy
Okay. Word.
easy access.
It's fun, dude. That's
I can
what it's all about.
spend my
Fun.
honey, bro. What do you mean? That's my
It's
reward, dude.
fun.
There probably is some sort of like gym
I'm sure
baked
there'll be
into
some
it.
sort of system in place where you gain some sort of reward for doing so. But,
They
like
should
having the
Yeah.
ability is just sick as it is.
call
No,
it
it
a
is cool.
Barrett card, not a credit card or a debit card. Call it a Barrett card, man. A Barrett card.
Yeah, or like a Honey card or something like that.
So,
Honey card sounds good.
So you guys would say like what's going to separate Berachain is the multitude of quality instead of like, oh, there's only one or two cool dApps built on Berachain. Am I right on that?
There's gonna be a giant ecosystem of dApps built, dude.
Yeah.
Like
I
Yeah.
think it's going to be
like
adoption.
listen, what testnet's gonna be nuts if you guys have like access to the testnet or whoever. Everyone's gonna love that. But as soon as this shit goes live, like mainnet first block minted, like shortly after, there's gonna be like a shit ton of dApps like going live like within the week.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
So like,
yeah.
340 or 131 different organizations or projects that are being built currently.
I think that's what's going to separate it. It's just like pure adoption. Like you said, there's already a bunch of like kind of cream of the crop DeFi teams that are embracing it, and then you have a bunch of bootstrap projects. And sure, some of them will probably end up being sketchy or whatever,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like just the sheer amount of people that are trying to develop on Berachain, and then like DeFi OGs that are trying to develop on Berachain, combined with the amount of froth in the community, I think the adoption will surpass, anything that we've seen from other projects.
yeah, I
Also-
think I agree that it's going to be a bit of a,
believe it.
yeah, like
wanna-
not one app. Like, I don't think that's going to be the case here. I think there's just going to be a bunch that are really good. And to kind of plug one of the Honey Jar articles, So go check those out if you haven't read them. I wrote a good portion of them. The way that Berachain is going to launch, it already has all of these really interested and like fanatic people. I mean, you can see the people who join these spaces when you do them related to Bera, right? There's just a ton of these bears in the audience. You can just look through and see them. But like the way that this is going to work, it's not just like a venture capital chain. It's not some chain that people are going to
Nah,
join, farm, and leave, right? This is like,
built
there's
by
already
us
going,
for
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
it's grassroots.
There's going to be so many people already into it and so many protocols available from day one that you're going to realize that you don't need just one. You just want to try all of them. And I think that's what you'll see when testnet launches, that people are trying everything. A lot of incentivization there as well. So people are going to be excited about this. It's not the type of thing where it's just a ghost chain. There's going to be a ton of protocols. You can do whatever you want.
Shout out ZK Sync that launched and had like 1 DEX and 2 tokens in like the first day.
Yeah, all there is mute and then like ZK Inu and ZK Doge. But
Shout
I
out
also
ZK
wanted to,
Inu because a friend of mine just
yeah,
deployed that.
they're I'm in ZK Inu. They're cool. It's like Q or something. They have a Milady as a PFP. But I wanted to just say real quick about the bear market NFT that the vault idea is great. I think that more projects should do that because that's how you attract like big players, when there's liquidity within the project, and just knowing that you can like, sell into the vault stabilizes the price and like keeps it less volatile and just like basically builds the infrastructure for growth within the project. And like it's seen it work with Miladies and Remelios because they have like the pseudo swap pools and the NFTX pools, and they're like the most liquid NFT project. Like, so people, just knowing that you can just sell into the pool is how you attract like big players into the space. And so I think that's a really neat idea that's unique that you guys are like building the vault that.
You ever check out the Barra pools on Sudo?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a degen at heart, and so like, it was a sweet and sour thing when Olympus range bound stability came out because I really like volatility as a degen. But the cool thing about this model that we're coming out with is that like volatility actually benefits the collection reserves, because the reserve is making money off fees whether the price of their NFTs are going up or the price are going down.
For
So the
sure.
volatility actually plays into the hands of the reserve. So it's not quite like range bound stability with Olympus where there's an upper bound to the range. Like the free market can go as far as the free market wants to go on any individual collection. But then when that organic traction is depleted, that's when the reserve can be a buyer of last resort. And the reserve becomes less of a factor the higher the organic value is of a collection. But people care less about the reserve value if the organic value is high, and vice versa. But that's what I like about it, is that it still embraces the volatility. Like, we still want degenerate like speculation in these NFT collections. Like, we don't want it
Sure,
to just
yeah.
be like
That's what
every
makes the
collection is,
market.
yeah.
Hey
But
guys, we're here joined by Steakcito. Steakcito, I like steak. It seems that you like steak, so I think we can be some good friends in here. Welcome to the Berachain Spaces, known as Beraspaces. I want to thank you for coming up and talk some shop. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, what's up, friends? This is Nemus from Stake Zero. The space has been really exciting, to be honest. First time joining you guys. So we run validators across roughly 30 different Cosmos chains, and Crypto Zero is actually a YouTuber that has also done a comparison video comparing different EVM chains such as Cosmos. Such as Evmos, Kronos, and also Berachain. So feel free to check that out. Probably we have to do a more deep dive, to be honest. I'm currently researching Berachain a little bit more deeply. And I have 2 noob questions, to be honest. The first one would be, will you guys be IBC enabled? And if yes, what type of assets are you planning to support? And then the second question would be, you guys have the proof of liquidity consensus, right? So what is the role for validators there, if there's any role? Thanks, guys.
man's asking questions that we're technically not allowed to answer or don't know the answers to.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I could answer those, but I can't answer those.
So, in short, most of us are projects that are building on Berachain, and of those like questions that you asked, we're really not supposed to say anything, and or the documents haven't been released yet. So like everything's like speculative, but you'd probably be able to find that information inside the actual Berachain server itself if you dug deep enough.
Am I
Got
allowed
it. Thanks, guys.
to say it? Because if you guys aren't allowed to, I'm not sure if I'd be allowed
Well,
to
I don't want
either.
to say anything and be wrong.
Yeah, don't be the leaker, man.
All right,
Yeah.
fine. I won't be the alpha leaker, man.
The Alpha
Tell you,
Liquor.
brother, that if you want to have fun, you join the Berachain crew. Oh yeah, the cream of the crop.
We are the cream of the crop.
Cream of the crop. The Berachain rises to the top.
You were talking about Pseudo and Miladies, and
Yeah.
Remedios. Have you checked out any of the Bera Pseudo pools?
I actually have not, but
BitBear's pretty liquid, man.
yeah, they're pretty liquid.
Price higher than Miladies. I'm just saying. I also own a Milady and use a Milady as a PFP on my like personal account.
Oh, nice.
So like I fucks with Miladies, but also fucks with the Beras super heavy.
No, the arrows are sick.
Steaksito, is there anything else that you would want to know about Berachain? Maybe like a quick, concise breakdown. I know if you knew there's
You
like
should definitely link up with Smokey Steak. If you guys are running validators in the Cosmos ecosystem on that many chains, it just makes sense, to be honest with you.
Yeah, sure. Feel free to shoot me a DM. Definitely want to get into Berachain and know what you guys are up to, for sure.
What you doing, dog?
you guys were saying something about pseudo swap and all that stuff.
Yeah, Pseudo.
Yeah, they have.
I actually just spoke to Sayuki today.
Sayuki's super cool. Yeah, I'm in agreement.
Yeah,
with
I
that
love
with
him. He's great.
With him and State. Yeah, State's super cool also. Some good guys over there. But yeah, the pool is pretty liquid on Pseudo
For BitBears, yeah.
Nice.
What do you guys most of you guys probably don't 2.09, I think. It's above 2. I don't know. I guess like it probably should do some good, Nap, if we talk about the bong bears, maybe.
Yeah, go right ahead.
I don't know if Nap's here anymore.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I think he's there.
Yeah. I mean, the Bong Bears kind of started it all, right? There was a mint in August 2021 for the original OG 100+7 honorary OG Bong Bears. And from there, they've just rebased. So it was kind of the first rebasing NFT project. And each new rebase, and I think we're on 6 at this point, which is the Bit Bears. Each of them add more to the collection. So it ends up that, like, yeah, not everyone can afford some of the earlier collections at this point, but each one, it kind of doubles in supply. And at the end, the next one's apparently going to be on Berachain itself. And at that point, there's going to be, I think, like 4,000, maybe 5,000 of them. And so those ones should be pretty liquid for people to be able to enter. So the reason why the Berachain community on these spaces, and pretty much any space or just anything involving Berachain, the reason that we're so, like, you know, radical and into this shit is because we've gotten in on these NFTs, which then we assume, you know, nothing's been promised at this point, but we assume that they will have some degree of utility on Berachain itself. So everyone's buying these NFTs with the hope that, you know, they'll be able to make some money and have some benefits from the NFTs themselves. And that's why all these people are always showing up and ready to run with all the protocols that are being built on Berachain.
Nap, do you think some of these NFTs are going to be soul bound? And that there might
The
be
Bears?
Yeah, perhaps, man.
The Bears are never going to be soul bound, dude. We love trading.
Yeah, the community's
If we
full
don't,
of degenerates. Yeah.
If none of us gave up, like there was how many Bit Bears in the Bit Bear the Bit Bear collection's like 2,000 something bears, right? I'm pretty sure there was only like a few that were able to just be minted public sale. So like if none of us ever sold any bears ever, it would just be us.
Yeah, it'd just be PvP.
PvP
So,
against the homies, dude. We don't
yeah.
want that. I need some
Yeah,
fresh liquidity to milk, dude.
There's going to be 100 or 200 or so new publicly mintable NFTs in the new collection that drops, which is scheduled to be the last drop, but who knows what the future holds. But yeah, so like the way that all the Berachain or all the Bong Bear NFT mints go, it's always like a stealth mint. So you don't really ever know when it's coming, which, you know, it gives a little benefit to people who are already in the know. I know for the BitBears mint, those with Honey List on the Berachain server were given the first heads up. So yeah, but yeah, you don't want to. We don't want to PvP each other or BVB each other. But you know, there's always opportunity for people to get some for likely below what the market will price them at eventually.
I see we're joined by Bear Grills. What's going on, man?
Hey mate, just had a quick question. You're talking about soulbound tokens. I've been searching for Bera and Honey, but I've also seen BGT. Is BGT going to be a soulbound token?
BGT is a non-transferable governance token, yes.
So will it be an NFT?
No, it's a governance token for the Bear ecosystem.
All right, thanks, mate.
Of course.
So will the governance tokens be like it won't be tradable, right?
As of right now, as far as I know, last I checked, they were non-transferable.
I think that's good because yeah, I mean governance tokens are a lot of times they just, get diluted and inflated and go to zero over time. And so just having it be separate from the main like token of the chain is a good idea, I think.
Yeah, I could be wrong though, and it could totally be transferable, but last I checked, it wasn't.
So if I could ask another question, so
yeah, you cut off.
Oh, he just dropped from the speakers.
What? He's still there on my end.
He just requested again. I'm bringing it back up. Bear Grylls, are you there?
Now he is.
Mate, I think I got dropped off. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got
perfect,
you,
perfect. So I just wanted to go through, the journey of a user trying to get to Berachain. You have your assets like your Ethereum or whatever, and you move over to Berachain. You stake those assets. You get a token called Bera, which then you can stake again to get honey, or you can.
Well, Bera is your native gas token,
right?
So you wouldn't be if you're bridging your ETH, you're bridging your ETH over into Bera because you're going to need Bera to execute transactions on the chain itself.
All of my ETH gets converted to Bera? No, I mean I need to stake the ETH into the consensus vault, right?
Yeah. I mean you can bridge ETH over as like wrapped ETH probably most definitely.
Yeah,
an EVM chain for sure.
That's what I mean.
But what I'm saying is you're going to need Bera as the gas token to like do transactions on the network.
Of course. And then to get BGT, essentially, you would stake your Bera to get BGT. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
And then if I unstake, because listen, this is why I understood, right? You take your wrapped assets, you stake them, single-sided staking or whatever. They get paired with honey, and then you get Bera. And then you stake your Bera to get BGT, which gives you governance and a little bit of honey. Is that correct?
Doesn't the doesn't I think I remember reading that the BGT like it's non-transferable, but doesn't it like give you more berry yield or like a bonus yield, something like that?
I thought you get more honey. Well, you get honey from the AMMs and whatnot, but you've also have the power to influence governance. So if you want to say like, I need more, maybe in the future, you could do a governance proposal saying that maybe you get more bearer as well. I guess that's possible from what I understood was you get a little bit of honey, but it's mainly a governance token to influence, what the protocol does.
That sounds about right.
All right, sounds good. This journey is really fun, hunting for bearer. I hope it exists, and looking forward
No,
to.
it does.
All right, looking forward to finding that honey jar so I can enjoy some honey. Thanks everybody, and I really appreciate all the projects launching. I think we're in for a really exciting time in the future. I'm also looking for sponsorships, so please DM me. Thanks.
Shout out Bear Grylls, dude. Sick username.
Yeah, check out his Twitter. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Reminds me of a certain homie that Nap and I know named Steve Barwin.
Yeah, I saw his profile on my timeline, dude. That's
Steve
the cool
Barwin,
thing
he's
about,
back.
like,
Steve
that's the-
Barwin is back.
All right, we have one more person coming up requesting to speak.
Yeah, we got Smooth in here. Alex Core's in here. Dice in here. Shout out Hyacinth. It's also here. Hyacinth is a protocol, an on-chain auditing protocol that is doing most of the audits for some Bear projects and some other EVM projects.
Yeah, I don't think this guy is connecting. His name
Yeah,
is
it says connecting
Brown,
still.
dude. Yeah. But yeah, if anyone wants to come up and ask any questions to any of these teams, feel free to do so. If not, yeah, we'll start to wrap up. We're already coming up to the top of the hour. So yeah, I think it's a good time to wrap up. So with that being said, if you enjoyed this content from All Things Berachain, feel free to give all our speakers a follow. And if you enjoy spaces like these, where we talk to a multitude of projects building on new chains or new chains that haven't released yet and all that stuff, feel free to follow us here because Bitcoin. We've recently started covering a multitude of projects on Arbitrum. We'll have a few more of those coming up within the next few weeks, as well as some Layer 0 projects and some modular blockchain projects, which should be pretty cool. So look forward to that. And you'll be able to catch a replay of this space on our YouTube. That's because Bitcoin. And once you get to the channel, just click on live and then click on the Crypto World Radio playlist. And you should see it there. So yeah, I guess we'll just go one by one. Bear markets, where can people find more information about you guys? And also how can people contribute to what you guys are building?
Yeah, so Beramarket NFT on Twitter. And then if you want to contribute or follow us on Discord, go to Beraland. And we have a channel in there. We're going to have a few more channels in there soon. So yeah, Beraland for Discord and Beramarket NFT for Twitter. And thanks for having us on.
No problem, man. Where's the Bear Market, or not the Bear? Where's the Beraland Discord link?
I
profile.
put their stuff on top. Their last tweet. It's up on the Nest. If people,
Oh, okay, cool.
yeah, want to click on their profile and things like that. All right, and for the guys over at High Bear Nation and Staking Salmon, where can people learn more about you guys and also contribute to what you guys are building?
So definitely join the Berryland Discord because we have a couple channels in there for Stacking Salmon, Honeypool, and High Bear Nation. But also the Stacking Salmon and Honey Pool Discords are currently closed for people that are testing on testnet, and Hibernation has its Discord open, so you guys can join us over there. We're pretty much always online perpetually, so if you have any questions, feel free. Somebody will answer them.
Awesome, man. And for the honey pool, same thing. From what Hibernation said, is that correct? Or is
Yeah,
there?
that's correct.
Okay. Cool,
Yeah.
cool. Well, all right, guys. I want to thank you for taking the time out of your weekend to share some alpha and to talk some shop with us, man. It's a pleasure.
Yep. Thank you guys so much.
Looking forward to our next spaces in the next couple of weeks, man. So thanks,
For
guys.
sure.
Thank you all so much.
Love
and
having you guys on.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
man.
Appreciate it so much.
The Bear community
course.
goes hard, man. So
Yo,
shout out.
wait.
Go ahead.
We also have Mask Mondays every Monday. I totally forgot. So every Monday we do a what's called a Mask Monday with one of our BD guys, Zach Cakes, who'll host it, play some music. We'll go over what we've been working on for the past week, what's going on, chilling, giving away some of the masks.
Awesome, dude. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you giving that alpha leak, man. Thank you. And shout out to our audience members that came through to listen to our content. So yeah, if you enjoyed this content, feel free to follow us at Because Bitcoin and turn on bell notifications so you can be made aware of when these spaces go live. Let's see what we have for next week. For next week, we have 3 Arbitrum projects and 1 Layer 0 project. That's what I have so far. So look forward to those. I'm not going to give any names. I'm sure through some of the keywords you know who they are. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much. This has been a lovely conversation. God bless you. I'm going to go train some arms, okay? So get ready to hear my plethora of stuff that I'm going to do, okay? So I'm going to get to the gym, right? I'm going to have my built drink. I'm going to have a tropical punch built, BYLT, okay? And I'm going to do my tricep push downs, my flat bench skull crushers, my incline dumbbell skull crushers, some standing tricep extensions with the easy bar. Then I'm going to do some barbell curls and then some preacher curls and then some dumbbell curls and then some forearm curls. And I think I already said hammer curls. And yeah, that's about it, man. 10 sets of 10 with each exercise. And yeah, I'm going to go get a pump, man. You guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Have a blessed Sunday. Take care. Stay healthy. And take it easy out there and be safe. God bless you all. I'll see you guys next week. And thank you guys so much for the Berachain community. You guys are awesome. Hopefully, in the next couple of months, we'll be able to host Smokey and some of the other actual core team members from Berachain itself, and hopefully get some good alpha leaks. So yeah, man. Hibernation, there's something you wanted to say before we close off?
No, you're good, brother.
Okay. All right, guys. Take care.
Thank
God
you.
bless you. Peace.
Appreciate it.
Thanks,
so
bro.
much.
Take care, guys.
Later, boys.
The trading current is just math. It's just math. It has a 95.45% hit rate when we deviate outside of CP2 and CN2. All you had to do is recognize that 95% of the time when we get over here, under this blue line, we get some sort of mean reversion. So let's just assume you long right here. 95 out of 100 times, when I buy this, I'm going to get some sort of bounce. It's just math. Look what would have happened as we move up. Look at the bounce that came after. And now look where we are. If you had just blindly followed the current, you take all emotions out of it, you say, I'm going to trust the statisticians, you would have bought Dow Jones somewhere down here under 30,000. You know, depending on how you want to measure it from absolute top to bottom, 20% move. We also have multi-time frame alerts. You don't even have to be at your computer on TradingView. You can ping your phone. Now, the current has some really awesome features, and I would urge you guys to join our Discord to get access to it. We give it away for free as a tool to the community. It's just math. There's really no need to overcomplicate things, not even in the slightest.